Hey everyone, Sheila here from Life with Pets. So today I'm going to show you how we do a water change in this 2.5 gallon and also in our divided tank. This video has been requested over and over again, so I thought I'd show you guys how we do our water changes. I will leave links in the description box below for everything that we use if you want to take a look at those. So as I said, the tank is a 2.5 gallon and this one came from PetSmart. We use the mini Python siphon to vacuum the sand, and I do find that this is a really good one because whilst the suction is strong enough to get the dirt out, it doesn't take the sand with it. So this one I find is an excellent tool, especially if you do have a sand substrate. We do vacuum the sand every time I do a water change, and I usually, if the plants need any trimming, I will do that as well. The filter in this tank is a mini sponge filter, and then I don't know if you can see it, but in the right front corner that is the heater, and that's the Marina Betta heater. When cleaning the tanks, we don't take the betta fish out. That's just a personal preference. I find that taking them out seems to stress them out more than if you leave them in. Especially, I mean, you can see that Minnie is just going crazy at the front, even though I am in a tank and cleaning it, and she's basically just saying, feed me. It's all she ever does is beg for food. So they're not at all bothered by the siphon being in the tank. And for our bettas personally, I just find that it stresses them out so much more if you take them out the tank. So we choose to leave them in. I usually take out between 40 and 50% of the water when I do a water change, and that works really well for us. It keeps the tank very, very balanced. This tank has not had any root tabs in it for a very long time, so I am just adding some of the H2O root tabs to it. And the plant in this tank is jungle val. Now really it's not that suitable for this tank. I did just put it in here as an experiment and was quite surprised that it did do really well. As it's a plant that gets very tall, then I do have to trim it a great deal because it does grow very quickly, and like I say, it gets very tall, and obviously with this only being a 2.5 gallon tank, then the tank is not that tall. So this plant's not really that good for this size tank, but it works well for us, and I did only put it in there as an experiment to see how well it would actually grow. And in fact, if we look on the back side of the tank, then you can see that there's a lot of new shoots coming up, and so that shows that the plant is actually thriving in the setup that we've got it in. So moving on to the divided tank, I basically go through the same process. Again, we don't remove the betta fish, and then I just use the small Python siphon, and with this one I will sort of waft over the sand first just to get up any loose debris, and then I will actually then do the plunging into the sand with the siphon. So it's a very similar setup in that we just go through sort of the same process with all the tanks. In this tank I usually do between 25 and 30% water change, and that does keep it all very well balanced. This tank is our 10 gallon divided tank, and it has Theo on the right and Murphy on the left. The divider in the tank is the ones that we sell, and they are available on our website, which the link will be in the description box below. It is a live planted tank with Anubias and Amazon swords, and the floating plant is water lettuce. So this tank is doing really well. The plants are settled in now because it's not been set up that long, but they have settled in and we're starting to see some new growth on them, so that is really good. When I'm ready to go over to the other side, I just put my hand on the end of the siphon and then just move it across, and it doesn't disrupt the flow, so I don't have to try and get it started again, and then just do the same process on the other side. The filtration in this tank, which is a little hard to see because we've been able to cover them with plants, are our DIY filters. If you want to see how to make those, I will leave a link in the little iCard in the top right corner. Once I'm done with siphoning the tank, I will then just check the plants over, and if there's anything that needs trimming, then I will do that, and then I would just fill the tank back up again. Usually with this one, I only need 2 to 3 jugs of water. Sometimes I will use our pump system to fill it up, but very often it's just a lot easier to use the jugs because we take so little out of it. So this one is a really easy tank to take care of and to keep clean, so it doesn't take me that long to do a water change on it. Also, don't forget when you're filling your water back up to use water conditioner. Okay guys, so there you go, that's how we do the water changes on our tanks. We do water change on all the tanks once a week, and then the amount varies depending on the size of tank, anything from 25% of water removed up to 40 or 50%. It just depends on which beta tank it is. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed to this channel and would like to see more videos like this, then please do so. Also, hit that notification bell so that you know when we next upload a video. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.